Hi, Lori here for today's Thursday business tip. So today I want to talk to you about starting a business if you are on Social Security or if you are on disability. So I get this question all the time, and it's a very important question to answer. So can you start your own business if you're on Social Security, if you're on disability? So to answer that question, I really want to go through what the rules are. So let's talk about Social Security first because it is definitely easier to understand if you are on a Social Security because you have reached retirement age. Absolutely. You can start a business. It won't affect your benefits. What does happen? So you can earn, that means income. So that means after you've deducted all of your expenses, you can earn $17,000 a year before you start having a problem. So what happens once you've earned more than $17,000? What happens is for every dollar that you earn over $17,000, $2 of Social Security is taxable. So your Social Security income can become taxable income. So you've really already paid tax on this before, but yes, it will become taxable if you earn more than $17,000 a year. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do a business and you shouldn't make money when you're retired. It just means that you need to keep in mind that your Social Security benefits will become taxable. So now let's talk about disability. So disability is a much more complicated subject, and really to understand this, you need to understand first that you really need to keep your earnings under about $1,000 or less a month. It's a little bit higher than that. It's about $1,080, but you really kind of want to keep it around the $1,000 mark. And there are other tests that they look at with disability to see if you're going to lose your benefits or get them reduced. The tests are the Significant Services and Substantial Income Test, the Comparability Test, and the Worth of Work Test. So let's take them one at a time. So the Significant Services and Substantial Income Test. So what that means is if you are making more than $1,000 a month and you're bringing more than $1,000 a month home, and you are providing some kind of significant service for that money, then guess what? Absolutely, that fails the test and you will either get your benefits reduced or you will be ineligible. So let's talk about the comparability test. So is it something that is comparable to what you were doing before when you went on disability? Are you doing the same type of work at home that you were doing at work? And then the worth of work test, that is the last category. So when you are looking at the worth of work test, what that means is, are you spending a really significant amount of time doing these activities? Is your spouse, your family, your friend, is someone helping you? So if you are spending a full-time job's worth of time on doing a business of your own, then that means that you have replaced your job with a new job, whether you're making money or not. So let's really talk about what that means. So if you are on disability and you just want to make a little bit of extra money, and so you're just going to sell a few little things on the side here and there, it's unlikely that you're really going to have a problem. It's fine to have some type of part-time self-employment. You just want to make sure that you are not spending a lot of effort and time on it unless you are working towards getting off disability. Now, if you're working towards getting off disability, by all means, you should work towards doing that. When you're first starting out on disability, you're not going to have a ton of money, and so you're probably not going to be buying a ton of things in order to do crafts or things like that. Now, if you are providing services and you're getting paid for those services, that's completely different, especially if you're providing some type of management service. So if you're providing some type of management service, then absolutely they could come and consider that a new business, and they could reduce or take away your benefits. The key here is to really look at why you want to do it. Do you want to do it because you want to get off of disability? Because disability income is not very good. It's very small. And of course, you know, they really don't want you to be working. You have to have gone to a doctor. It can be very hard to get. And there might be a circumstance where there's no way you can work, and so you have to be on disability. You know, and you might want to just do a little something so that you are not idle all the time. And so you might just want to do a few little crafts here and there, and you're selling them so that you have enough money to buy more, to do more. That's fine. If you really want to get off of disability, then you definitely need to work towards doing that. And just realize that when you get to the point where you are making money, that you will most likely lose your disability benefits. However, that's not a bad thing, because you will be, you know, right back in the workforce, and you will be maintaining on your own and not having to survive on disability, which is definitely a lot less than you can make by working for yourself. It really is dependent upon what it is that you're trying to accomplish with opening a new business. The parts of going and getting a federal ID or even a state ID is not going to automatically mean that you are going to lose either Social Security or disability. That is not the determining factor that is going to decide whether you're going to have them or not have them. So keep that in mind. You can go and get your federal ID. You can go and get your business name. And you know, you can start slow and just work on it as you go. So if you are on disability, you just want to keep it in mind that you at some point will want to get your income over $1,000 a month so you can get off of disability and you can support yourself. Now, what that means is that you are actually making more than $1,000 a month, not just that someone is paying you $1,000 a month. Okay? The other thing I wanted to cover just very quickly is what justifies a hobby and what justifies a business. Because we're talking about this, it's really important to understand that. So if you have made more than $600, if someone has paid you more than $600 for any type of craft or whatever you've done, it's no longer a hobby. What that means is if you have actually physically been given $600, then you have a business. It also depends on your intent. Are you trying to earn money on something, or are you just selling it so that you can get supplies? So that can be a hobby. Okay, so the IRS rules are that once you've reached that $600 mark, it is no longer a hobby and it is a business, and you would have to record it on your taxes like you would record a business. I really hope that answered some questions that I've gotten. I've gotten a lot of questions on disability and on Social Security. So keep those in mind, and if you have any questions, make sure to put them down in the comments. I also want you to keep in mind that if you are on Social Security or disability and you really want to start a business, I do have a coaching group where I walk you through how to start your business, and you can do it legally in the way that won't get you in trouble. So it is in the link below, and we have a great community of people, and we already have several in there that are on Social Security and working towards bettering their life and enjoying their crafts and following their dreams. So until next time, I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.